Hello there, YouTube, and welcome to Thursday, the 20th of August. 47 degrees this morning, 62 now. Supposed to get to 90 today here in Toledo. Man, them swallows just non-stop. They definitely work on the bug collection around here. It's amazing how much they eat. They're like bats running around with sonar or something. It's crazy. But anyway, looks like it's going to be 90 or 91 in Vancouver, about the same as it's going to be here. She's going to be a hot one. It'll be quite the warm drive home this afternoon. But getting used to it, I reckon. Yeah, we're going to roll off and head to the Southland. I have Tuesday, it's Thursday here, and I have Tuesday's video. It's uploaded, it's seasoning in, as the old saying goes. Haven't even started on Wednesday's vlog, so I'm kind of getting caught up. I don't know what my schedule's looking like today. If I got a soft spot, instead of chasing more work, I'll take a little bit of time and try to bust that out. But here we go. Welcome to the day. 70 degrees down here in Banchulo, not a cloud in the sky. They're predicting 90 degrees today. I bet you'll be hotter.
Oh yeah.
Mama?
Hotter and colder than what they say.
Yeah, it's always one way or the other.
Yeah.
But I'd hate to be the one trying to predict that.
Yeah.
Your name would be Mud, because you're never going to be right.
No, because the weather is unpredictable.
Yep, that it is. Well, Mama?
Yes, I have.
Let's go in there and bust out a Thursday.
Sounds like a plan.
Alrighty.
All right.
Alright, love you. See you. Bye.
I love you.
Bye-bye now.
Bye.
You guys ought to be familiar with this one. So, oh, that's right, those clips. Oh, not broken, it's just not on. He came in for a coolant problem. It says it's spraying coolant out. Well, I think I mentioned, I pointed it out outside there, thinking he might have hit something. Well, actually, something hit him. That area right there, there's a hole in the radiator right there. And the service writer said, he goes, yeah, I figured I'd probably need a radiator for it. So, I mean, it looks like a rock. I don't know if it's related, but something hit hard here and hit that radiator hard. So it wasn't, being off-road and, bottomed it out or anything like that. It just got a big old rock ding in it. But the scary thing is, he says he still gets a VSS code every once in a while. And man, I don't know if it's the same thing again. The amount of labor I had in this thing, and the gentleman paid for it. I think it'd be cheaper just to buy that harness. I think it's actually part of the main harness, but you could probably get to that for the price of the harness and the much less. I need to look the labor up before I assume. I haven't even hooked up the budget yet. I'm about to do that right now, and find out what what the harness, what it costs, and what labor is to replace it. If that's what's going on, it could be something completely different. So in yesterday's video, I started talking about the Spyders, and I started talking about the color, the camo sand or desert sand. I don't know what BRP's calling. I have to look it up. And but it's that color that Harley used for a while. They used them on the irons and Street Glide specials, and remember Giant Midget Moto had that color. I was telling you guys I would like that kind of a camo sand, or even that kind of a bronze color that they had for the F3s in the past. I'd really like. I love the green, but I'd love to have that kind of that desert sand or or that bronze color. Well, for $27, it has that desert sand kind of look to it. I don't know if that obviously that's not what BRP's calling it. I've got the bulletin on it. I just need to study it a little more and remember the names. But anyway, we'll find out what's going on with this thing. That'd be a truck. So I'll bail out at that. All right, talk to you in a bit. So I don't know if I discussed it in the earlier clip, but you know, the radiator is damaged. It's on that 2019 Ryker Rally, and the harness is literally throwing the same stuff it was before. And I'm just recommending a harness. I mean, well, you guys, if you remember the video, there was a lot of damaged stuff in there. And I'm also going to recommend having, you know, some of these accessory things he's not using anymore. You know, there's just a bunch of stuff that's being packed in that little hole. Oh, you see the 2027 Ryker's one? They look a lot cooler. Got LEDs. I guess the suspension and handling's way better. And the motor and stuff's all the same. There's nothing wrong with the motor. Nothing wrong with any of that stuff. But BRP's got their own bags. And it doesn't look like some hacked together thing in somebody's backyard, you know. And, you know, you always get this with them. You know, where it's come down, it either eats the tire or they're junk. Every one of them just haggard together. So I had a few minutes that brake flush I had to do on that 2012. He was scheduled for next Tuesday. The guy calls up and says, "Can I pick it up tonight?" Well, the advisor that has been dealing with him, he's leaving early. He's taking a little vacation. So he's going up to Seattle for something. But anyway, he comes in and he tells me, he goes, "You can jump on that 2012 if you want to." He goes, "He's not scheduled till next week." And so the other service advisor comes down. He goes, "You're not going to get this brake flush done tonight." I said, "I'm literally about to put it on and, you know, take the front wheels off and get, you know, prepped to do it." And he goes, "Well, he actually wants it tonight." I said, "Dude, I can't do that fast. I mean, I absolutely can't do that fast." And anyway, so they're giving it to Cable, and gonna let the guy know that, you know, even with Cable, as fast as he is, he's probably not gonna get it done tonight either. But so anyway, with that happening, you know, I had a few minutes, and I had already done a lot of stuff to, you know, I've been telling you I'm a video behind, so I do have yesterday's vlog. I was in my sleep in the middle of the night. I got through it a lot farther than I thought. So, but it's only been, I don't know how many hours since I turned Tuesdays live. So I'll wait till I get home to turn Wednesday live. I don't want to stack them on top of each other so fast. But yeah, here in a few, that's about to wrap it up for Kelly and I as well. Man, it's funny how fast a day can go by. And I don't know what day that's on the schedule, but I actually already have the RO for it. Oh man, the last couple of days, or yesterday was the second day. I haven't even looked today, but over the last few days has been the trips from 2015, from 11 years ago. I'm sure there's more pictures today, but 11 years ago, like today, yesterday, and the day before, was of Kelly and I riding that motorcycle in 2015, which was my demo that year. That's when we went to Spyders and Redwoods and ended up doing Bodega Bay and all that stuff. But the one yesterday, it was 11 years ago yesterday that we were going through what they call it, the chandelier tree, the tree you drive through, and all that stuff. That was so peaceful. And once we left that event that was just smoke filled and nobody showed up, you know, BRP understandably didn't show up. It was, I mean, the the air was not healthy to breathe at all. In fact, on our way through the route we took, we weren't sure we were going to make it through because, I mean, you could literally see the fires. But we made it through 11 years ago. I mean, that seems like such a short time, but it seems so long ago. And, you know, riding this down there, in my mind, that seems like about 20 years ago. And, you know, 11 years, that's nothing to joke about, you know. You're a decade plus a year. That's crazy. Good times with that thing. And I always like just something about the look of that maroon or whatever they call it in black. It's just cool. And I always loved those bobbed off shields. I don't think you can even buy them anymore if you wanted to put them on. Just to me, that was the perfect shield for the Spyder RTs. Heck, I might have to probably sit down and go dig them old videos up. That's on the Shawn Smoak channel. And that was definitely before we started this, but not a whole lot before, because we're coming up on 11 years here in a couple months. I think was it in October? Maybe it's November? I don't know. But it'll be 11 years we're doing these vlogs. But anyway, I love thinking about this thing, and I love that it's sitting here. You know what I'm really bummed out about? Is they took that ST up top. But I keep thinking I need to go ask about it. No. That's being financially irresponsible. But yeah, I still got my Slim. I love my Slim. It's got its own. I'll never get rid of that Slim. I keep saying that's literally one of the most satisfying motorcycles ever to ride. And the other one that kind of has that same, I get that same gut feeling every time I ride it, is that classic 350 Royal Enfield. I just love that little thing. You're not going to replicate the Slim, although laughingly BMW tried. They literally used a Slim, and I've got the video. I actually saved the video. I have it somewhere. The video wasn't supposed to snag that, but I did. It allowed me to copy and save it. It was a video of BMW. They literally rolled in a Softail Slim and was telling the guys, we want a boxer that feels like this. And you literally, other than it shaking left and right instead of the rumble you get on a Harley, the seating position, the peg position, of course the Slim doesn't have pegs, but that stance, the bars, the shape of the bars, the way the stock seat felt, feels the same as the BMW. The power delivery, it feels like a Softail Slim. Literally, they copied it. So they just wanted it, and all that whole thing of trying to keep up with Harley. The Japanese have done it. They've all failed. BMW did it miserably failed. I just hate to think what kind of peril that put them in, that they convinced, powers that be that this is a good idea to make our own, Street Glide special. Let's make our own Softail Slim, and all the stuff they did trying to, grab Harley's market share. Harley's just Harley. Just let them do their thing. You mind your own business. There's enough people that want other motorcycles. Do your own thing. BMW does really good doing their own thing. Quit messing around. And try to be a cruiser thing. They've done that in the past. I mean, they've done it several times. You remember the old R1200C? Another miserable failure. But I don't know how they get, someone has to check that off and say, go ahead and do that. That sounds like a good idea. Yeah. K1600Bs. Although I really enjoyed it, the R18, I thought it was cool. Big old cylinders hanging out of there, but I never in a million years would I trade my Slim for it. But, I get it. It was cool. It was fun. But The K1600s, don't even ask me about them things. Well, love-hate with those things. More hate. Alright, so I'm going to try something different here. So I have my DJI Mic Mini 2 on my shirt. I have the little mobile receiver stuck in the phone, so I can both record the drone as the drone is recording us, and off we go. It's late. It's 7:31. It's still, I think, 83 degrees out here. It's a hot one. Usually this time of night it's 7:30. Sunset's at 8:13 tonight, so we ain't got a whole lot of time. So anyway, thought I'd just give her a shot here, and I'm gonna have it returned to me here. So shutting off here. All right, so I could have done that differently, because I can stop the drone just by putting my hand out, and it'll fly to me. But the problem is I got Sasha in my hand. She's all excited. She keeps hearing things, so I don't know how well I'm going to be able to do this. So let me try this one more time. Sasha, stop. Get my hand out here, and I'm just going to roll it back to me here. Watch this. Bingo bango. That's it. Recognize your hand being out, flies right to it and lands in it. The thing's doing everything all by itself. The app is not open in the background or nothing. Pretty dang cool. So I'm not going around the corner because the neighbors are out here working on their house. But there's the beautiful sunset out there glowing in the hills. Man, that's beautiful. 8:13, that's a shame. Danny, what are you doing down there? Oh, she wants to, oh. You goofy mutt. She was all excited about that yesterday. Sorry about jostling the camera all around. Dogs moving every which way. It's funny to get up there, fly the drone up in the air, how much the trees have changed colors. It's crazy. It's just these cool nights. And what did I say it was? 46 or something it was last night? I mean, I guess to the trees, that's considered really cool. I wonder if I can capture that jet going by. Oh, about to drop the phone though. Sorry about all that. I gotta get it. There it is. It's really hard to hold it there. If that came out, that'd be that'd be really cool. So I gave it the gesture to follow from farther away because I forgot. Whoa, it's coming right back at me though. Oh, it's gonna ignore the... Oh, it's probably because it's getting dark enough it's having a hard time seeing me. And why are you way up there? Probably because it can't see good enough. And every time you turn it on, it says, using a well-lit, textured environment. Yeah, it's having a hard time seeing me in the dark, I think. Because it's like right on top of me. Sorry there, little droney. Not enough light. I had you sent way out there. I thought that was gonna, well, it did work until it decided it can't see me very good. Bouncing all over the place with the camera. Well, we're just experimenting and taking you guys along. But it is cool how I need to have like a hat cam doing this. Wow, that's like really close. But it's set to far, but far isn't as far as I thought. So you put both your hands up and spread them apart. They went way out there. It was great, but I guess couldn't see me good enough. Live and learn with these things. I bet you're looking for them little white skirts sticking out inside of her tail now, aren't you? It's just overflow fur. I don't really know how when she does her business, how she doesn't mess herself. That's probably loud enough that it's destroying the footage of recording this. But when it's close enough, I'm catching the breeze off of it. It feels absolutely fantastic. So we'll land her here again. Man, does that air feel good. Holy moly. Hope that's not too loud. If you notice, I took the antennas off of the back of that thing. So I watched a video on a guy doing work with these things, and he said that, you know, that's for the controller. I figured, well, I'll just put it on there. I've got an extra controller. I'm thinking about hooking it up. But they said that when you're using the Wi-Fi like I'm doing, I think you're good to like 500 meters or something, which isn't very far. It's like 0.32 or something of a mile. But I mean, way many times greater than the old Spark doing it Wi-Fi. But I had a controller and all that stuff for that, and that's usually how I flew it. But it kind of takes this mobile. You power it down. It takes that you don't need nothing to fly it thing. You got that nice little menu that tells it's really easy to navigate through the menus. Seems a little daunting when you're reading how to do it, but works really well. Wonder how this camera, probably not very well in the wider view. That's probably pretty tough to film with that, because it's not as fast as the lens as of a lens as the main camera. Man, I was really liking the air coming off of this thing. It's amazing how much air. This thing weighs nothing. How can it be producing that much air? That's really cool. But appreciate you guys hanging out with me while I experiment. Work all day, can't play with it there. I don't even bring it to work. It'll fly indoors too really well either. It doesn't absolutely trip out like man, you take one of the little the Mini 2, the Mini 3 Pro, or God forbid the RT-S, they will trip out inside. You got to go through and just, you know, set it to fly manually basically, which is sketchy with a expensive drone. And when I'm doing it inside the shop, this has got guards and everything on it. Man, one of those things come down and hit a motorcycle, and I'd be paying the big bucks. But I hope the mic is working well with the phone. It's just a default camera on the phone. Look at that, Danny. He is done booked off and says, "I'm hot and I want back inside the air conditioning." She says, I got 15 times more fur than Danny, and she just literally doesn't care. She slows down. She's trying to drag me, you know, she gets all excited. She mellows out when it's hot. We're losing all the light now though. I'm sure the image stabilization on this phone is just, it's buzzing trying to keep up with it, because I'm shaking the phone trying to walk, and the light's pretty dim out here. But I think I'm gonna roll at that and go to the mama where we did a goodbye when we got home. Boy, was it a hot ride going home. But, you know, I'm getting used to it. Sure is nice. You just don't realize how nice that is to have that air conditioning in your car. And when that thing broke, I said, we'll be fine. It is a challenge. Like today, you know, it's hot enough that, you know, the windows are going to be all the way down, all the way home. So put earplugs in, and they're the real, they're the blue ones. They're kind of light powered, but it takes all that harsh noise out. Every day my watch warns me of the excessive sound from going down the road. I mean, every single day it's in there. From driving that thing with the windows down. That is literally unhealthy. Christy's got some Beats or something, whatever you call them, like the AirPod things, whatever you call them. And they're noise canceling, so she just watches her videos or whatever she does driving back and forth. We'll be taking her again, I think 3 days a week next week and 3 days a week the next week. If you remember her not having her license for a while there, she's paying for that. And the only place she could work that off was at a place in Vancouver. So that's why she's going down with us. So, you know, we have bumps in the road in our lives, and she's paying it back. And after she does these next 6 days, which is 3 next week and 3 the following week, she's free as a bird. You know, that was her punishment, was to do some community stuff. And she's working at a thrift store and just really enjoying it. And it's really cool. Kelly gives her a few bucks and she comes out with a box of stuff. It's amazing the quality stuff you can get from a thrift store for next to nothing. So what she does, she people, she said, they're lined up for hours and hours donating stuff. So there's people that, take the donations in, and then they get kind of categorized and boxed, and then Christy unboxes them and labels them and organizes them by where they go in the store. And she doesn't do anything out in the store. She's in the back room, which she says is really good because air conditioning works really good in the storage area. Very impressive place, I gotta say. Right there in the heart of Vancouver, over on our side anyway. She's off it's kind of on the corner of Stapleton and 4th Plain. I don't remember what the name of the place is, but if you can figure that out. Well, I guess you can't go see her because she works in the back. So anyway, cool beans. I'm out. Here is Mom and I on our goodbye vlog. Well, hello there, YouTube. That was a hot 90+ degree ride all the way home. I think it
hot,
dropped
sweaty
here in Toledo down to 88. Whew. Yeah, real good cooling spell.
I know it.
Break out the coats, Mama. That was hot. A lot of traffic. Yeah, it was hot. Even air conditioners in there were having a hard time keeping up. But Sashi, she always barks at that Danny. She just wants to play with him all the time. But when we go on the walks, she all but ignores him. That's crazy. But anyway, we're gonna roll with that.
Alrighty, well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give her a thumbs up. You guys have a wonderful Friday or Saturday.
Heck yeah. All right.
We'll see you tomorrow.
We'll see you then. Appreciate you watching.
Yes.
Bye-bye now.